Hey guys, I'm back up here again with a part two of the divine masculine energy. So, or channel message here. There's like multiple downloads for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's beautiful because this is letting you know that you guys are waking up to who you are. You know, you're waking up to who you are. So that's beautiful. Okay. Anyway, to channel message here, they want us to really focus on the dynamic of Django and the dentist, right? Going back to that that energy of masculine energy and spirit. Okay, masculine energy and God. Okay, so with that type of energy, think about it like this. Okay, as Django and the dentist, right, is going through the journey to get to where they gotta go and to get to what they're trying to achieve, right? To get to what they're trying to achieve. Throughout the movie, he is being introduced to different rooms and different doors, being told that, hey, he's not a slave. He can't be treated like this, or he has that protection over him as he walks through, this journey, right? This is that type of energy that only really started the moment that him and that dentist, made that covenant, right? Made that covenant, made that agreement to move forward on this journey, right? So when it comes to, the masculines in their personal journey, right? Their personal journey, before they awaken to spirit or God and really tap in like that, right? Awaken that energy where it's not dormanted, right? They're just out here in the wilderness, hence, quote unquote, fucking Django being transported to wherever he was trying to go. Was he going to a plantation or something? I don't even fucking know where this nigga was going. He was going somewhere, right? He was going somewhere. Okay. Anyways. Okay. So yeah. But the moment that dentist came through and they made that covenant, that instantly gave, an opening to different avenues and into different rooms and gives a level of protection. So when you line up with God, okay, when you say you're going to go on your personal journey, okay, when you say you're going to go on your personal journey, and really awaken and really tap in and build that covenant between you and God, right? That's when that protection is placed upon you. So that being said, all the lessons that you go through, all the struggles that you go through, it's filtered through the God box, right? It's filtered, right? So you're getting lessons that's divinely orchestrated, that's coming directly from your source. So it's not like you're dealing with God's lessons and the world's lessons, hence where you're vulnerable to get fucked up. You're vulnerable to get fucked up, right? This is that type of energy. When it comes to self-development, right? When it comes to self-development and when it comes to your journey and where you're going, right? How can I say this? You're going to be challenged, and God's going to put you in those spaces, right? To be challenged. Hence the journey that they went on together. But the thing is, within those trials and tribulations, you will always be protected within those spaces. So this is that type of energy. No lesson, no obstacle, no adversity, no turbulent energy that comes towards you that's not meant to be there. It's supposed to be there, right? So this is that type of energy when it comes to your life and when it comes to the struggles that you deal with and the trauma and the pain that you've experienced on your own personal journey, right? When you awaken to that energy and you accept that energy, regardless if you're conscious or subconscious of this, right? These are direct, safe. It's a safe space for you to learn your lessons and go through that process of transmuting your trauma and you growing and you experiencing and you transforming and going through that dark night of the soul. So that being said, what I'm trying to talk about, because God's giving me the indication of the furnace, right? That I always talk about. Furnace, the burn to learn. Throw you in there. God got to burn the crud off of you, right? This is that type of energy. When you get put into that furnace, there's a level of protection. It's kind of like you got on a fucking one of those fire suits. Like I don't know what they're called. Those fire suits that kind of protects you from basically getting on fire, right? It's that type of energy here. I don't know the name of that. Hopefully that's what that is. Anyways, that's what it's like as you're going through your journey, right? As you're moving through life, right? When there's anointing, when you wake up to who you are. Because I truly believe that everybody's anointed. Everybody has the ability. Let me rephrase that. Everybody has the call to their anointed path. Let's say it more like that. Everybody don't answer that call. Okay? That's what makes it different here, right? This is that type of energy here in these moments in time. When God calls for you, right? When he calls for you, it's one of those things. It's about you answering your call to who you are, to your purpose, to what God got for you, right? It's not about getting caught up in the world and getting caught up in the matrix, right? Getting caught up in everyday circumstances or keeping yourself in a loop or keeping yourself in routine, right? Because a lot of things when it comes to God's going to put you in a space where it's going to require you to have those trust falls, right? To really have those trust falls and really fall into your divine, really fall into the source, you know, and it's that type of energy of really being able to do that. And if you can't do that, you got to walk an example that's always with you is your divine feminine. How the fuck she be working? He be working, you know, take the roles out where they resonate. But yeah. But they wanted me to get that out there. I think that's the end of the message. Hopefully we will not have a part 3 of this. But yeah, man, it's about you tapping into your potential, understanding who you are. Take your life and grab it by the horns. Stop being a victim to your circumstances. Stop being a victim to your shortcomings. Stop being a victim. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. And the moment that you come into true understanding to the fucking core, that's when you can make the decisions and make the necessary steps and move in the direction of changing your life, okay? All right. Alrighty, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you forgot it or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? Drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys and start the discussion. As well as just going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? Until next time, peace.